Greetings, GameCola faithful, and welcome back to more Let's Play Dragon Warrior. In the last episode, we risked life and limb to obtain the Flame Sword, and now we shall use it to smite many an enemy as we continue exploring the world in search of, I believe, the last item necessary to construct the Rainbow Bridge, if I'm not mistaken.
So we're looking for proof that we are kin of Erdrick.
Ooh, that's true.
Right. Which is how we get the final part of the Rainbow Bridge.
Gotcha. 33 damage to the
to...
slime.
Here, actually, sorry. You use Gwaelin's Love, right?
Okay.
Because we are trying to find a specific location. What was it? 70.
That you took the screenshot of.
Oh, yes,
yeah,
I did. Let me look at that. It was like 70 and 40 or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what we ought to do? The next time we exit the castle, use Gwaelin's Love, and she says, "From where thou art now, thou art on my castle."
Oh, yeah.
Yep. You know what? I want to try. I want to see what happens if you do that. Because if you enter and then exit, you're on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pow. 24. It's quite a range of damage.
Pretty good.
Actually,
Okay.
what happens if I use it in the castle?
I think we did use it in the castle right in front of her.
Okay,
Yeah.
then let's... Zero to the north and 0 to the west.
I mean, I guess that's what I expected, but still.
Well, now we know
Yeah.
which directions are prioritized, north and west,
Yeah. Yep.
in the case of a tie.
I always think
So-
about that when I'm working on the Make a Good Mega Man level games. I think we're going left, or what are we going right for?
We're going right because they wanted us to go to the south and to the east for this location that we're looking for.
Ah.
So it was also at least a little bit just muscle memory for all the times we've been going over to across the swamp, because I mean I think that's the area where we're gonna need to go. Because
Well, you're
70
going
is the
It was
south.
it was
now?
south. It was south and east relative to the person who told you that, right?
No, it was from Tantegil Castle,
Yeah.
which I think the intention there is that you can use Gwaelin's Love to figure that out.
Right. Let's go ahead and see how far east we are right now,
Okay.
just to kind of get a good baseline.
Okay, 56
Wait.
to the west. So we need to go back to the east a little bit, and we need to go very south. So we're only one to the south. So we're one unit to the north of the castle right here. Because we need to go one to the south to reach
Well,
Tantegil
let's
Castle.
keep going and see what happens.
All right. And I do think, all right, so walk down. At least I don't have to worry about running into the dragon anymore.
Unless you want to.
Oh, I forgot that the enemy ran away. I was pressing A to attack.
Talk to the enemy as it runs away. Come back!
Yeah, wait.
My XP! It's getting away!
No. It's I'm expecting the monster recruiting mechanic from later Dragon Quest games.
One of many reasons why I like 5.
Actually, I was gonna say I don't think I've played 5, but I think I actually have played 5. And right at the stairs. But the version of 5 I played, at least the part of it I played, was a PS2 version. Which is, like, I was not expecting that. There's actually a PlayStation 2 version of Dragon Quest V, and it is, like, it has the same top-down perspective, but it's a 3D polygonal game, which is interesting. 10 to the north and 40 to the west. All right, so this is exactly spot on. So I just need to go 60 units south.
Yeah.
Go ahead and swim.
Oh.
Yep. All right. Oh no, am I gonna have to go? Have I been bamboozled? Am I gonna have to go all the way back to the opposite side of the world because I can't get here? Oh, I might. I might have to go. This might have actually been the wrong way to go. Well, that would be unfortunate, but I'm asleep.
The worst part is that technically the warlock is like a weak creature now, right? So it's just kind of a waste of time to be slept by them.
Well, despite that fact, I'm running low on hit points.
You've been at it for a bit.
Oh, talk. The tree will not heal me.
You've been at it for a good 2 minutes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to head over to the All right. Well, that's fine. I've got the return spell.
Yeah, it's not a big deal anymore. It is funny how that happens, that before it would have been like, oh man, I'm walking all the way back, or I'm wasting all of this gold on a wing.
Let me just check to get a comparison here. 41 to the north, 52 to the west. That's quite a ways. I don't know, maybe I can get there from here. Let me keep going just for a little bit, because these enemies here are not too much of a threat. I say, jinxing it.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Like, what a big difference the flame sword is making, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That I wouldn't say that like a wyvern was, difficult, but I wouldn't say they were as easy as this like 2 hits they currently are.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Great, love that encounter rate. They really needed to implement the sort of minimum step count requirement for this. All right, so let's check where we are here. It's definitely over on the other area. Okay, 60 to the north, so we're not even quite far south enough.
South.
All right. Well, from here, I think it's pretty clear that I'm not getting anywhere there. So let's forget which menu we go to. Return. I wish it would show us launching up into the air.
Yeah.
You have to wait a couple games.
Yep.
I was gonna say, yeah.
One of my favorite.
And then hit the ceiling and go bonk.
Yeah, that's what I was actually gonna mention. I was going to say one of my favorite things to do occasionally in Dragon Quest VIII. Oop. I'm just mashing through the menu and doing things wrong. One of my favorite things to do in Dragon Quest VIII is to just use a wing, and then while I'm indoors, and just watch and switch each character to the forefront to watch their crashing into the ceiling and falling down. So because they each, depending on who you have in the lead, each character, has a unique animation, and so it's very funny. All right.
So I was starting to say, as we were wandering off here, and I almost corrected you. I'm like, no, go left, but then I'm like, no, this is part of the Dragon Warrior experience. Let him do it the honest way.
Yep.
But I was thinking about make a good Mega Man level, Magmal, and all of the NPC writing that I've done for it, all of the dialogue I've contributed for 3 in particular in 48 Hour. Anytime there's one of those situations where it's like my castle lies 0 north and 0 west from here, I try and write some sort of custom dialogue, or at least account for that, because I know like 99.99% of players are never going to see the you only have 1 bolt, you're only 1 piece of currency somehow in the entire game, but I make sure the text makes it singular and doesn't say bolts, like that kind of stuff. Because I'm a little OCD like that. But I do enjoy when games anticipate one of those scenarios where somebody's gonna be a dumbbell, let's give him an Easter egg.
Yep, but the edge cases are often frustrating to account for, but they can be fun. I mean, especially with NPC writing, that's always I love that kind of thing when a game when there's that level of detail. So, like, talking to the
Before we go any further,
yes,
we did get some important information. We may wish to make a detour before we go any further. There was some information, 2 important bits in the town of Cantland, which we were in last time, about, you remember Erdrick's armor
yes,
was given to a dude named Wynn.
right, who was in that...
Wynn had a shop in a town that we may know about.
Yeah, the destroyed town.
Buried the armor under a tree behind the shop.
Yes, I had totally forgotten to put that in my notes. Thank you.
Now, that said, do we still think that we would die if we went there? Because we were taking some pretty heavy hits. Granted,
well,
your
here's...
sword.
Yeah, here's 2 considerations. Number 1, we have a bigger sword. Number 1, we know what we're getting into, and we're not just meandering and exploring. Like, now we have an actual goal. So we can try and beeline for our goal. And then get out of there lickety-split.
I think so. It's worth a shot. The only thing is, I mean, we've got 1,000 gold, losing 500 at this point. When we're getting almost 100 gold from certain enemies, it's not a huge loss, although it would be unfortunate. Because that would be the next thing on my mind would be the magic armor for 7,700. Okay, now it was probably in the back right of this map. I guess. Oh, back right. Yeah. That's incredibly
well, we barely explored it all, so
yeah.
Let's efficiently poke around.
Star Wyvern, I'm going to put you to sleep.
And we also did successfully run away from a bunch of these enemies on the way to town.
Yes.
So that's a viable strategy as well.
What? By 9?
16. All right. I'm just going to try and fight this guy, see how it is. So all right.
You're gonna need to...
Yep. Oh, and of course you get a really good hit there. I do not have...
Oh.
I forgot to buy herbs.
Oh, and we don't have heal more.
Run away. All right, we're dead.
Yeah, well...
All right.
That was a lot worse than I was expecting. I was dead.
You could also just straight up reset, because we barely made any progress.
That's true. Which, I mean...
The only thing we'd be missing is 300 experience.
Honestly, I feel like the experience might be more worth it than the gold, because again, we're really rolling in cash. I say that, we had over 1,000 gold, which at the start of this playthrough would have been absolutely ridiculous.
But it really is like, what, 7 fights?
Yeah, that's
right?
It's really not that much. I'm willing to say I think the experience gained, both in game and out of game, was probably the more worthwhile pickup.
Yeah,
per se.
I support that.
So, all right, now let's not make the same mistake and buy some herbs. We did not follow the first rule of scouts, which is to be prepared.
I also don't remember us running out of herbs.
It was probably from fighting the golem.
Oh, that's right. And then wandering around in town, I don't think you ever stopped at an item shop at all. Or if you did, it was, now I'm saving up money for the sword and then healing at the inn.
Yeah.
And then bonking at the price of the keys.
Yeah. 98 gold, I think it was, or something like that. All right, we've got 5 herbs. I'll buy 1 more.
I mean, max them out. If you have room for it, buy every herb you possibly can.
Yeah. I do find it
Until
curious.
thou cannot hold more herbs.
Yeah, I find it curious that the maximum is 6.
Yeah.
It doesn't make
8,
a whole lot of sense, because that's not even a binary amount. Like, you could, like, I could see 8.
Yeah, well, I guess technically 0 to 7, right?
Yeah.
I guess that 7 must be a number that's, like, saved for some purpose, right? Like, it's a flag that if you have 7, that means something else, right?
Yeah, maybe that means it's not stackable, like it's infinite use or something.
So, how do we feel about total party wipes in RPGs? Because I play other games. I play platformers, I play first-person shooters, whatever. And if I die in those games, it's like, yeah, okay, whatever. I learned something, let's keep going.
Mm-hmm.
If I die in an RPG, I feel like I've let the entire world down. I feel stupid, I feel angry, I feel whatever. And it's very hard to recover. It's like, well, I guess I need to stop playing this game now because I failed.
Mm-hmm. That's a really, I mean, I said this with some of the, these have all been very good questions. But with a game like this, I don't really feel much. I just mainly feel frustration at what a dope I am for screwing up, or unless it's, there's also always an element of randomness, which is the sort of the element of danger in the adventure, I suppose, in that you are ultimately going against the odds to accomplish your goal here, and that in some sense, while failure is incredibly unfortunate, it is also not entirely out of the question, and there's, I think, some understanding of that. But more than that, I think ultimately, to me, it's a video game. If I'm playing a game like Dungeons and Dragons, on the other hand, to me, like a party member going down at all is a really, really upsetting experience. That's like you have not necessarily slain, but you've taken out my friend and made my journey, or this battle at least, that much more difficult. Oh, Demon Knight.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's. I'm sorry to get derailed by this. I think I'm gonna run away. Oh, I was blocked in front.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, he's tough, but I don't think he's. Yeah, right. Like it's not a Star Wyvern tough.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Let's find out.
Well,
Ouch! Whoa! All right. Take that back.
To the herbs.
I was just waiting for there to be no herbs in your inventory and be like, what?
Huh?
Got a hole in your bag.
Yep. Dang it. All right.
Go for it.
Oh, it's dodging.
Yeah. What? Oh, come on.
For crying out loud.
Please. Yikes.
So we're gonna need to go back to town just to stock up on herbs.
Yeah, I think we might at this point. That was kind of ridiculous.
I feel like we can make it to where we're going and then return. I feel like. Yeah.
I'm gonna
True.
scoot
Now,
back over
another
to
thought.
this side in the hopes of. Uh-oh.
I believe.
Okay.
I believe you can have multiple rounds of herbs. So, like, each slot of herbs you can only hold up to 6, but if you have more inventory space, you can get another round of herbs, I believe.
Yeah, but the
So,
problem
the
is that
other
I
way
don't
that we
have
could
enough
do this-
inventory space. I would need to get rid of
what
them.
I'm getting at here, what I'm getting at here is the other thing we could do is we could go find proof of being Erdrick's descendant, and then go do the
hurt
Rainbow
more.
Bridge thing and free up the
Okay. Yeah,
and then free up
I don't
that
think we wanna
inventory
be here.
space.
Yeah, I am still. I'm
Can
a
we
little
cast
concerned
outside?
here by how absolutely smashed up
Yeah.
we're getting by just every single enemy, and the fact that they're
Yeah.
doing almost as much damage as herbs will heal.
Yeah.
I think we are not ready for this yet. I'm gonna
Yeah.
make an honest attempt here to get over to that spot. I'm just gonna run away because
'Cause
that
I
proved
thought that we
stop.
were going to. Oh,
What are we looking for?
is
a tree behind a shop. Stairs? No,
Stairs.
search. But there found nothing.
okay.
Oh, I bet it's down there through the. Oh, stop attacking before I'm ready.
I know. Oh.
I think it's probably the one down there in the poison swamp.
Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, but it's in the shop.
But a shopkeeper thou art not.
Nope.
Oh, right.
I remembered. I just didn't want to say.
You might actually need to fight him.
Ooh, it's not so bad. Sleep. Why?
Ow. Oh.
Oh no.
This is not the way this battle. This is the opposite of how this battle was supposed to go.
Well,
It's fine.
So we didn't need that gold.
no, it's... Well, I mean, apparently maybe we do, because we're going to need some better armor.
Well, the thing is that, again, when we're talking about being, a minimum of 7,000 away?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Because I think the only better armor than the magic armor is the armor that guy is standing on.
Yeah. So the question is, do we need to raise the money to get the good enough armor to survive to get the best armor?
Well,
Man, because...
let me go
Or can
ahead
we kind of work around this?
I think I'm going to sell my wings, because I
Sensible.
don't need them anymore. I have magical wings.
So, in the context of total party wipe, I guess, I was playing Arcana recently, as I had discussed in a previous
Oh,
episode.
no. Save one. Save
Okay.
one in case you run out of magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the thing about Arcana is that, any of your party members dying means a game over.
Wow. Oh, that
Yeah.
reminds me of the Shin Megami Tensei games and the Persona games, where the protagonist dying causes an instant game over, whereas your party members dying does not, which...
That drives me nuts. Shining Force Resurrection did that, if I recall.
I
and that
can't
drove me
hold any
nuts.
more herbs. What? Can I not have multiple stacks? I cannot.
I think so.
okay.
I think that's,
I think maybe I just need heal more at this point. I need to do some, I think this is a twofold reason to maybe do some grinding, is to get experience for the better healing spell, which will mean potentially I can better offset the damage enemies are doing in the midst of battle, and to afford the better armor to not get absolutely just destroyed.
Yeah.
Well, then, shall we resume our quest for the proof of lineage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go looking for that. Although we will still just be running away, I think, because it's going to be in the area where things are very dangerous. I was going to mention about the party leader dies equals game over no matter what. In certain situations, I think that while that's frustrating from a gameplay perspective, from a lore perspective, it makes sense in the SMT games specifically.
Oh no, like in the concept of this is your character, you are the main character, this is the main character. If you die, the quest is over.
Yeah, but it's still infuriating in most cases where it's implemented. But I understand why they did it in the Shin Megami Tensei core series, because the main character basically has the power to summon demons with either his own innate abilities or through a special piece of technology. And so he's the only human party member in those games, typically. So if he dies, well, your allies, they're not capable of reviving you, generally speaking. They can revive each other sometimes, but you are no longer able to issue commands to them to be able to do anything. So it makes sense that that's game over. But in the Persona games, for example, they still keep that system despite the fact that your party members are fully autonomous people who are perfectly capable of using resurrection items or abilities. And that
that drives me nuts.
There's no reason whatsoever lore-wise why this should result in a game over. Like in Persona 3, for example, the original game, your party members aren't even under your control. You can issue tactics commands to them, but you cannot directly control them. And that more than any of the other games is what really makes me think, well, this is just absolutely ridiculous. You're making this whole point that that my party members are completely independent people, and yet you have completely nullified their ability to be independent people and do things that independent people should be able to do. So it's, I don't know. I don't get why they do it, but they seem to want to do it in every further game that comes out. So clearly they have some further reason to do it. Nice, excellent move. 48 damage. All right, I'm gonna top up here. I'm too busy talking and not checking on exactly where I am in the world. Let's figure that out now. I think I'm getting kind of close. Castle lies 60 to the north, so I need to go... Yeah. Okay, so I need to go much further to the east.
Yeah, or just west.
Right? No, because we need to be 70 south and 40 east.
Was it 40 east or 40 west?
Let me check. From Tansteel Castle, travel 70 leagues to the south and 40 to the east. So this message needs to read, the castle lies 70 to the north and 40 to the west.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, right.
Yeah, it's a little
So I appreciate
confusing.
the little bit of a puzzle there.
Yeah. A nice.
On the subject of total party wipes, this is one... Well, see, we're never going to raise our levels if we don't at least try to fight
a metal
some of these.
slime!
No.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know they were in this game. Ooh.
Yep. Yeah, yep.
Because that was just a regular knight. That wasn't the axe knight that gave us the axe.
Right. Yeah, he sure did give us the axe. All right, let's see. 12, okay. Man, these guys do so much damage. Okay.
What?
All right, I'm going to give it one more attack.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. One more.
Bam. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
33 experience, 103 gold. All right, that is a tough fight.
And man, I don't know if that's really worth the experience, right?
It doesn't feel
A lot
like
of gold,
it.
though. That's almost Goldman levels of gold, right?
That is
I guess
definitely.
that's true. Yeah. But Goldman's a lot easier.
All right, in a second
But
here.
on the subject of total party wipes, this is one of the few games where I put up with it, because the way I play, like I talked about earlier, is I play the odds.
Yeah.
I look at it and say, I know there is a large chance I'm not going to make this, but I'm going to try it anyhow. And sometimes that works out and sometimes it don't. And I think that's a lower level than the Star Wyvern, actually. So you might be able to take that one.
Okay, so I think the item I'm looking for is over here.
I think you're right. Wait, okay, the Star Wyvern's the one you want to run away from.
Yeah. I want to run away from all of them.
I'll put up with it here because it's not incredibly narrative driven. I don't feel bad for unlike in some games where it's like, no, really, you're our only hope. It's like you're just a random dude who is descended from someone pretty cool, and maybe you have a chance of healing the kingdom.
Big nasty swamp.
But it's also baked into the game. If you die, you just come back and you lose some gold. They don't make a big deal of it. It's like, oh, that's sad, you shouldn't have fallen. It's like Earthbound. Oh, you got your head handed to you. Like, well, okay, that feels bad, but at least it doesn't feel awful because you anticipated this might happen, and you feel bad about it too. But the games where it's just like one of the later Final Fantasies, game over, here's your poor broken sword in a spotlight, and like, okay, well, you have truly failed, go start back at your old save. Like, those are the ones where I'm like, well,
what?
I have lost.
Well, all right.
This was a fun surprise the first time I came across one of these. I was like, what?
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
The boss is just a normal monster now.
I enjoy that.
Yeah, he's really only about as tough as the knight that we were fighting earlier.
All right, I probably should have healed there. Uh-oh. Whoa! All right.
Oh. Please.
You jerk.
Come on. Okay, that's not so bad. Put him to sleep? Or...
Okay.
There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, wow, nice. I feel like that's a lot more than you got the last time you got him.
I think it was actually more, yeah.
Now let's check where we are as well
Yeah.
after you're done healing.
Okay, so
Okay,
10
so
more.
10 and 1 up. Yeah. Or I guess 2 up from here. And then like 2 more over.
Okay, and so north 37. All right, here we go.
We're down in 30. 1, 2, 3.
1, a 2, a 3.
All right, search. Erdrick's token.
Wow.
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah.
let's cast a spell to get the heck out of here.
Agreed.
Yeah, we have just enough.
Great. I think
Perfect.
there was a person in this very castle who was curious about our legitimacy.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
And
heal up
actually, there
first.
were 1 or 2 people who you found in towns who were like, come back when you can prove it.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. Hast thou any proof?
All right, first
Man,
thing
the
I'm going to
annoying
do
thing-
though is save.
You save.
The annoying thing is that the guy that we have to go talk to is in a hole at the bottom of the other continent.
Yep. All right, 962 experience.
I guess the other annoying thing is that I think the next 3 to 5 episodes are going to be us grinding.
Well, we put it off for a while. Okay, you are not the one.
Foreshadowing for the grinding episode.
Mm,
Yeah, indeed. Thou must have a key to open a
Yes.
door. Someone in this town, I swear, was... it's not that guy in there. Maybe it's the person up in the trees over here. No? No.
maybe there isn't anybody here.
I could have
It depends on how
sworn
much
there
you want to
was.
waste some keys.
I say, let's go to a different place. And then if we're still very curious about, is there anybody here? Then maybe do that at like the end
Yeah.
of the game.
I think there might
Also,
be someone
check
in
out your
Garen's...
token.
Hmm?
Check out your token.
Oh, yeah. It's taking up another inventory space. Nothing happened. I think there was someone in Garenham who was curious about that, if I recall. I probably should have checked Breckenary, honestly.
Yeah, we can go there anytime.
Pow.
And we can pretend this is part of the grinding,
Yep.
Yeah,
While
we get
also-
1 XP.
1 EXP.
satiating our curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when they run away and they steal that 1 EXP from me.
Mm-hmm. I wish I'd gotten. I wish I'd been able to clobber a metal slime. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, right.
That's another reason for the flame sword. Not that it's going to do massive amounts of damage compared to any other weapon, but could, I believe, give you better odds.
Hopefully. Oh, he knows Nestor. Okay, maybe it was in.
It is said that thou art behind the times.
Yep. Get thee a newspaper.
Back here.
Ah, Hawksness. Yep, there's that town that Erdrick's armor was hidden long ago. I forgot
Yeah.
about you.
Those two are useless.
One of these is an herb, I thought.
I think it's that one.
Oh, I was
Yes.
talking about the guards behind the door.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
They just tell me
Yeah.
to talk to the other person, which I approve of that kind of.
And there, I think, was one more NPC at the top.
Is there?
Yeah, that's true. The old man by the entrance to the
Oh yeah. Hello.
the harp attracts enemies. Oh, hang on a second.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess we.
Oh,
Didn't
I can't give.
actually-
I can't give. I can't use the. I gave it away to the person in exchange for the Staff of Rain. But you know what I wonder is maybe they're
Right.
not saying you use it to attract enemies, but rather that the reason Garen's tomb is full of enemies is because the harp is down there attracting them.
Although I don't remember if it's this harp or if it's a different harp in a different game or a different harp in this game. But I'm pretty
Oh my
sure
gosh.
there is a harp that you can play to instantly summon a battle.
That
on the
would be
overworld.
nice. I know that harp did play a tune. It just didn't seem to really do much. Oh, it
Yeah, it didn't
dodged.
do anything in the... We either played it in the town or the dungeon. And it didn't do anything there, but I think on the overworld it might have summoned monsters on command.
What is this
going on
encounter
right
rate?
now?
This is not the kind of grinding that will help me. Where am I even
Where are we
going?
going?
We're going
we're
east.
Going to
Yeah.
Cole?
We'll just check all the towns, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody in Cole who asks you to prove yourself.
Yeah. I bet also when I have Erdrick's armor that I will be able to go to the old man in the swamp shop in Cole who says that my equipment isn't good enough. Maybe he will accept me.
Has his own.
Yep, I guess. I mean, if he wants to. I don't know. I don't know.
Gather as many parental figures as you can.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, we don't
Been
know anything
adopted.
about the current ones, so who knows?
Wouldn't it be funny if one of these random NPCs is your mom
Yep.
and like just has chosen not to say anything about your quest?
Yep.
I was thinking that like you're just walking around thinking you're the hero, and then you talk to one NPC, and she's like, "You never come to visit me."
Careful is the South Island. Okay.
You move to Breckenary, and you never write.
Yep. Golem is afraid of the music of the flute, so 'tis said.
To be fair,
Fairies-
I'm
so-
afraid of the music to the flute of the vocabulary.
I do also think it's funny. So, are they going?
I love how, I'm sorry to interrupt. I love
Yeah.
how we have two people who are like, do you know Nestor? Have you heard of Nestor? I think he needs help. And then you meet Nestor in Cantlin, and
Oh,
he's
yeah.
like, yo, this place is cool.
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Oh, here we go. Wait.
Yes, I hast proof.
What?
What?
I do.
I do. I
do.
used the item.
Well, I mean, the dialogue isn't wrong now.
Yeah, the answer is yes, but maybe
I guess I was gonna say, I wonder, like, would we know, like, if they say something different when you do have proof, would we know it was them?
Yeah.
Do we need to stock up on herbs? Did we use any?
Yes, we
yeah,
used several.
during
Well, I figure if I
our
walked out of
run.
I'll have to go all the
Oh.
long way around to get to the.
Pity there's no encounters here. Beat
Yeah.
up some trees.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, I'm thinking about, have either of you played Breath of Fire 3?
I've only played 1 and 2.
I've played a little bit of 2, but not much.
Oh, wait. I think 2 might have a similar thing. There was a part in Breath of Fire 3 where you like help out on a farm, and like you enter battle to like smash a rock, right? You enter battle to like chop logs.
Excellent.
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I always thought that was fun.
That's a very clever use of the of battle. There's a spot in Dragon Quest VIII where you you enter a village for the first time, and two kids who are basically playing the town guard say, you're clearly suspicious. We're gonna stop you from hurting the so and so, like the headmaster of the area, and then it actually starts a battle. And then there's just like these kids facing against you. And then no matter what you choose to do, instantly, as soon as you choose a command, just an old lady nearby says, "What are you two doing? Stop it at once." And then just gives both the kids a bop on the head. It's like, don't go assaulting travelers.
I always enjoy games where some arbitrary battle in the middle of the game has the option where if you like defend for 5 rounds, something else happens, right? I'm trying to think of games that have done that. I know that they exist. What is it? Isn't it that like when you're fighting Yang or something, you can either choose to beat him up or choose to defend? I'm trying to remember.
That sounds familiar. Final Fantasy IV?
Yeah. And I mean, I know that there's the one where when you're fighting the mirror version of yourself on Mount Tordeals that you're supposed to defend. But I'm trying to remember if there's like another game where you're explicitly supposed to do that. Or not explicitly, but that you have the option of either like beating them up or not beating them up, and that they back down if you like don't fight back.
Interesting. I'm just going here real quick to check because I think there is another person here.
I think so. I want to say there was a town where we saw 2 people who said it, and at that point it's like, come on, they have to say something different, right?
Yeah, but I'm gonna ask around here, see if anybody have no tomatoes today. All right, great.
Yes, we have no bananas.
Okay.
And there's always the possibility it's like the guy behind the key gate, but do we really want to use a key? And to that end, we've got money to burn. Do we want to max out on keys while we're here?
Yeah.
To avoid another potential trip. Like, I don't think we need that many keys now, but...
Yeah, it's kind of a pain to walk all the way out here.
And it's also almost twice as expensive to get them anywhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Entered the darkness
from a hidden entrance in the room of the Dragon Lord.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah, that would be nice, right?
Here.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Is it always guys that look like this that ask that?
I don't think so. Well,
kind of typecasting for the role, right?
Yeah. You look like a person who asks the hero if he's legitimate.
They actually just accidentally copied and pasted the guy and then left the text the same.
All right, let's purchase some keys. 777 gold. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we're full up on keys now. Excellent. So full up on herbs, full up on keys. We're out of here.
Oh, here's a thought.
Mm-hmm. Do you have some words to go along with it?
I wonder if it... What? I'm sorry.
You said here's a thought, and I said, do you have some words to go along with it?
Yeah, okay. We were talking about you can only have 6 herbs, and that's a weird number. What if it's not that individual slot? What if it's total number of items, the individual ones, and like if you imagined each herb was a separate line on your inventory, and they just decided to visually group them together? How many would we actually cap out at?
I'm not...
Because I'm wondering if there's a nice round programmer number of total number of items in your inventory if you spread them all out on a table individually.
I guess I could see that, but I don't think that's the case because, well, But then again, I guess maybe it's a matter of if we detect you have another item stack. But, well, I don't know, because you would think that it would let me stack more in the event that there's available, like, slots in my inventory. But I don't know.
All right, well, let's keep marching on.
Yep. Okay. Let's see if this guy, maybe I need the armor as well. I don't know. Because there's multiple pieces of equipment, right? Is there a sword in addition? Like, does Erdrick have a special sword as well?
I guess we'll have to find out.
Because that's what I wonder, is maybe I need, like, multiple pieces of equipment in order to prove myself, and that this is not enough. In which case, I don't have any other things.
What? Come on.
What is going on?
Ay, ay, ay. I wish I could have gotten an excellent hit there and just blammo. Oh my gosh. One step.
What a great game.
Excellent
Hey,
game.
don't frown at your XP, okay?
Yeah, true. I should probably heal up as well.
Yeah, you're gonna need to fight this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Green dragon draws near. Hey! All right, now the sun and rain shall meet, and the rainbow drop passes to thy keeping. But you haven't. I have the rainbow drop. Oh, and I've exchanged it for the other items.
Yeah, the other. Interesting,
But now you got one inventory item space back.
All right, excellent.
But why doesn't he get out of the way?
Yeah, there's still a chest
treasure
there.
Chest. Can you go out and come back in?
I mean, I can try. It's worth a shot.
Yeah.
Thou hast no business here. Go away.
Interesting.
All right. Well,
He
now
just lives here. That's actually just his stuff.
So now we can actually clear out another inventory slot by using the raindrow droop.
Raindrow.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
The rainbow bop.
Yep. The rainbow board.
And then probably worth saving.
Yeah, I agree. Having the return and outside spells are a huge convenience as far as doing that, just making quick saves of progress, especially when we're just done in an area. Stop spell.
As if I was going to cast anything on you.
Yeah. I'm just wailing.
Gwalen?
You can try hurt.
Yep.
See how much damage that does compared to our regular nowadays.
Hurt.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see. So I did 27 damage to the gold man there with my regular hit. 9.
9. It's close.
Yeah, it's only 3. It's only 1/3.
I do like spells and abilities that remain relevant throughout the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they're mostly retired, if there's still some opportunity where it makes sense to use them, even once in one battle somewhere.
Yeah. And for what it was worth, the hurt spell did last me a good solid while, like probably.
That helped a lot, yeah.
I mean,
it didn't hurt.
Yeah. All right.
Another reason why I like the original Final Fantasy so much, because you have spell slots, it's not MP. So once you've used up all of your higher level magic, you still, if you're a spellcaster and your offense isn't great, you still might fall back on some of your old, throwbacks from the very beginning of the game. Or if you're facing an enemy that is not weak against regular, like has super defense against regular weapons and is only vulnerable to magic, then you might not want to waste all of your big guns. It's just like, well, I'll flick a lightning spell at you, I'll flick an ice spell at you, to clear you out of the way. Yeah.
Or and of course the nice thing about magic, not in this game but in other RPGs is that there's often magic or abilities, etc., that can target things differently than your basic attack can. You know, magic has the added abilities of maybe being able to hit a group of enemies or inflicting status ailments. Oop.
Yeah.
I cast the spell of Radiant to make the sun brighter.
Yeah, to shine on the rainbow drop. Whoa.
Ooh.
I really like that effect.
Oh, and
And
it's
there we
just
go.
it's just a regular bridge. All right.
That was disappointing, though. I was hoping it would look like a rainbow.
For a second, I thought I was
on the
about to
bridge.
encounter a boss.
Yeah.
Would it be extremely ill-advised of me to cross over this bridge to this island with the enemies?
Without healing back to full, maybe?
Okay. Because I
I
have exactly
I think
1,500
you'll
gold.
probably be okay, but, you know, poke around a little bit and then flee with your magic.
Okay, all right. This enemy,
it's just-
I can deal with you. Sleep. Unless the
come
spell
on.
doesn't work.
Yeah, we can just beat him up.
There we
Okay,
go.
here we go. Nice. 9. I guess just...
Wow,
keep
I
going.
completely
Oh.
misread that. And for some reason I thought I saw the knight's hit points have not been reduced.
Yikes. All right, okay. That was rough.
Now, do we want to... How much do we need for return?
6.
Uh,
I think it's about time to return here.
okay. Yeah,
I'm just...
8.
I guess,
Oh, 8.
yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I think outside is the one that costs 6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Man,
Heal it
but
on up.
But that's the thing is like our next plan is just a lot of grinding.
Yeah.
Well, don't scare off the viewers like that.
What will
It
we
might
do in the
actually-
next episode?
Yeah.
It might actually go pretty quickly, depending on where we choose to grind.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll come up with more interesting conversation while we're at it, you know?
Yep, I think so. But I do also agree with Jeddy that this is an excellent place to pause for the time being. We need 631 points of experience. And I think definitely while we're grinding up, we will need to, we'll want to get that better armor.
Yeah.
But until next time, we will see you all later.
And we will tempt not the fates.
Indeed. Until next time.